Hi everyone, Shyamanand here from Hyper Automobiles, and what we have here today is a 2014 Nissan Terrano, and I'm going to review it. And in case you didn't notice by now, I'm wearing the all new custom made Hyper Automobiles t-shirt. How cool is that? That's awesome. Anyway, before we get on to the review, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we have loads of interesting content coming and you'll be notified whenever we make new upload. So now let's get on to the review. Starting off the review by talking about the design of the Terrano, you can see that Nissan has redesigned the headlights a little bit and the grille has been redesigned a lot, believe me, because the Duster's grille was very different to this one, and this one just has a lot of chrome in it. That is one thing. There's a huge Nissan badge over here and you have this different effect going on over here, which I think in the front it looks a lot more smarter than the Duster. It looks just a lot better and more sturdy looking. Just, I don't know why, it just looks better. And coming over here to the fakery, there's absolutely no fakery. You can see the radiator. It's been just clustered a little bit, the grille, but completely fine. Again, over here and then down, you see that there's no fakery, absolutely no fakery, completely real. You have the fog lamps over there, and the bonnet has also not been shaped that much. You just have two cuts over here, which is fine. This goes very well with the car. You have the antenna over there, and you have roof rails. Coming out to the side, as I told you, you're going to find a lot of Duster vibes here. And that is this flat wheel arches, these fat wheel arches. And coming to the wheels, so what wheels do you get here? I don't mind the alloys because these are actually aftermarket ones, but I think that they really go well with the paint job, the red and the red on the border. They really go well, and the silver too with the chrome. Very nice. So coming to the tires, you get 16s all around. You get discs in the front and drums in the back. You get chrome treatment for the door handles, as this is one of the top variants, and this is a diesel. You have the indicator over here, not on the mirrors, which is fine. And then as you can see from the side, it's largely same as a Duster because Nissan could not change anything much. The window lines, nothing they could change, and I think that's fine. Coming out to the back, however, you can see that the taillights have been redesigned quite a bit. They are more inwards now. You have a rear wiper over here, you have Nissan badge again over here, lot of chrome here, and you have the single exhaust, written Terrano over here, XL, pure drive, DC gear. On to the interior of the car. Now coming to the interior of the Terrano, you can notice that it's largely like the Duster. You have a lot of headroom, the knee room's good, doesn't touch, the steering wheel doesn't touch anything, very good seating position. And you have the gauges over here, you have the speedometer and a tachometer, both are analog, and you have a small digital display over here to display some information. And coming to the steering wheel, you have absolutely no steering mounted controls. A little would have been good, at least to control the radio from here, but that's fine. And you have stalks for the wipers and stalks for the lights over there. And coming to the general layout of the dash, you again have this common black and beige theme going on, which is expected. And you have some storage over here, which is nice. Again, some storage over here too. And coming to the glove box, huge glove box, very huge. You have the compartments in compartments, and believe me, it's very deep. And then coming to the door bins, you can see that huge door bins. Just like the glove box, equally huge. You can fit huge bottles over there, very nice. And then coming to the center console, you have the AC vents over here, two huge ones, which have the chrome finish, which is nice, gives a nice luxurious finish. And then over here you have some gloss black treatment around the radio. The radio is, to be honest, a little bit old-fashioned. I know that's physical buttons, it's good, but it's a little bit too old-fashioned to me. You can just, I think a 6-inch touchscreen came optional at that day. And you again, all these climate controls are everything operated by physical buttons, which is nice. You have two cup holders over here and a little storage space in front of that. And what you have here is a 6-speed manual transmission, which sends power to the front wheels. So it's front wheel drive. And the control over here is just so weird to be placed in this very place because it's just below the handbrake. So once you put the handbrake down, and you just can't control that anymore, it just becomes so tough, and that's kind of weird looking at it. But that's about the front. Let's get on to the rear seats. Now coming to the rear seats of the Terrano, again, while getting in, you notice that just like the Duster, you have a wedge kind of thing over here in the door sill, and that's kind of hard to get in. But once you get in, you have loads of headroom, knee room is sufficient, and leg room is a little bit limited, but manageable, completely manageable, nothing wrong with it. The seats itself, they're in a very good angle, not too upright, I'm happy with that. And you have two adjustable headrests, and for the third guy it is fixed. And there's a hump also over here, but honestly it's not that big. It's kind of low, so we're going to check whether we can seat a third person in the rear seats. So can you seat a third person? So yeah, again, headroom's a lot. Knee room again is more than sufficient. However, under thigh support is not good. So you can fit a third person, but not the tallest of people. And people over 6 foot also wouldn't feel so suffocated over here. Coming to the storage in the back, you don't have door bins, which is kind of weird, but you have the chrome treatment on the handles, which is nice. Electric power windows, and here you have door pockets. Door pockets are I won't say huge, I won't say small, kind of medium sized. You can fit bottles over here. Very sufficient, very it's enough for most people. You have two reading lights over here, and you have the grab handles. And then coming here, you have a center foldable armrest. You pull this, and yeah, you have two cup holders just like many other cars. And yeah, that's about the back seats. Let's get on the boot of the car. Now coming to the boot of the Nissan Terrano, you can see that it uses a lot of this duster vibes right now because it's a huge boot, believe me. It has 475 liters without the seats folded. So with the seats folded, you have 1064 liters of boot space. Huge over there. And again, you have this black and beige thing going on over here too. You have the parcel tray, huge parcel tray, again just like the duster. The only thing my concern about the boot is that the loading lip is a bit too high to load luggage, but once it's in, you can just push it easily, and that's very nice. Now let's get on to the chassis and suspension of the car. Now coming to the chassis and suspension of the Nissan Terrano. So the front you have McPherson struts, and at the back you have a torsion beam. Now let's get on to the engine of the car. Now coming to the engine of the Nissan Terrano, first thing you notice is a lot of insulation, and it's a huge engine bay overall. And so what you get here, in specific here, you get a 1.5 liter turbocharged inline 4 diesel engine, which produces 110 horsepower and 248 newton meters of torque. Very healthy number, I should agree with it. The torque is very healthy, which is good. And it also comes with a 1.6 liter petrol engine, which is kind of okay, it's not the best. Doesn't have a lot of power, has a lot of issues with it. But this one, the diesel, a few concerns with it is the main one, however, is the turbo lag. Under 2000 RPM, you find a lot of turbo lag and you feel it. But after 2000, yeah, you get almost all usable power you have, and that's good. Then that's about the engine. Let's get on to the final verdict of the car. Now, coming to the final verdict of the car, what do I think of the 2014 Nissan Terrano? So first of all, if you all didn't know by now, and you should know by now, that the Nissan Terrano is basically just a Renault Duster underneath the skin. There's nothing much changed. It's basically very identical to the Duster, and basically all the body panels, all the interior parts, almost everything is just identical to the Duster. And you have a Duster over here, for example, the Duster over here, Terrano over here, Duster over here, Terrano over here. That's the difference, you see. You pause the video and see, you'll know there's absolutely no difference. They're so very identical, except for the color, of course. But then why would you buy a Terrano? I personally think you'll buy Terrano just because you want a Nissan badge. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, that's what we think about the car. Let us know what you think about the car in the comments below. As always, please make sure to subscribe to our channel because we have loads of interesting content coming, and you'll be notified whenever we make a new upload. Anyway, so thank you so much for watching. See you next week. Goodbye.